Following the signs. Hey, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is your reading. I feel like some of you have woken up with a bit of a realization for someone that's been in your life. You can see where you went wrong, and this could be someone that you actually really cared about. It's a weird vibe, but I feel like you've really got in touch with yourself here, and you're not often one that's very hard on your sleeve. Like, while you are a very emotional sign, you need to build that trust and gain that trust in someone before you're really sharing those intimate parts of yourself. And someone could have been in your life at a time where you were going through it and you were really in a bad place, and someone was there supporting you, and potentially you just weren't in a position to really recognize that. They were 111 on the clock. They were there for you, but because you were in the midst of everything else going on, you may not have really seen their worth at the time. I don't know. What is this, Cancer? If this is your message, please hit the like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Creation. Yeah, but in the reverse. So this could have been something that, it was just a matter of poor timing or a lack of investment, especially if you've, been torn in many different areas already. Hang on, Cancer. So it's like, something could have come together between another, but there's been like a creative block here, basically, and a completion. It's caused maybe potentially an ending or a separation of ways. Let's have a look here. What can tell us more about this situation for Cancer? The Sun was ultimately something that was really good, really warm. Someone could be 31. Tell us about this situation. Yeah. Got the Stork here. So it's like there was a lot of incoming communication at one time, or someone, flying into your aid here. Yeah. Okay. So we've got a letter here, and we've got the lady. Now, you could be the lady, you could be the feminine here, or put yourself where you go. It's like something moved on, maybe in the pursuit of happiness elsewhere. And, something's coming in now. It's like someone's had this realization that they really want to express. And maybe you are currently writing a letter. Maybe there's a letter that's going to be coming through to you. And when I say letter, this could be email, text, phone call. There's some form of expression. Someone is, putting their feelings down into words here. Let's have a look in with some tarot here. Where do you place in this reading, Cancer? Now rise up. Run to paradise. It's like, someone's had a change of mind here. Where does Cancer fit into this? Could be feeling like a sense of urgency, like, I need to make this right. Things could be feeling really turbulent between this connection at this time. And it's like trying to rush things could result in not the best outcome. Yeah, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so something was released here, and you could have been in a position where you wanted to go in a different direction. This could be someone around you, potentially a fire sign that you could have been dealing with, maybe a Sagittarius. But this is someone that looked into, all right, well, I can't force someone to want me. I can't force someone to be ready. And I'm getting impatient here. So I got to go. I got to move on. And maybe I'm going to move towards, something for myself, like starting something up for myself. Like, I feel like this person has, turned to this aspect of themselves where they've really got to stand on business and create. Coming back to this creation. Okay, if someone doesn't want to create with me, well, then I'll create on my own. And I know that I've actually got something really powerful and worthy to create. For some, maybe they have gone to another connection here, but I don't see that. I don't see them giving to anyone else here. It's, self-investment here. How do you feel about, hang on, what's their next actions towards Cancer? Chariot in the reverse. This person isn't taking any action towards you at this time. And this person could see you as in a position to not be able to take any action either. They are aware that you're facing your own difficulties and your own adversities here. King of Swords in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Like, it's very, it's confusing. And someone isn't getting the clarity that they need here. And it could be causing like a bit of, gaslighting type behaviors, strategy where unnecessary strategy, like it's just a complete detachment from feeling. And for yourself here, you operate from that area or that sense. And so for you, this could be like, well, I can't try and comprehend or, micromanage the potential. Okay, so how do you feel about this person and what action are you wanting to take? Wheel of Fortune. You feel like this person's a soulmate. You feel like, you may have initially looked at it as maybe a repeating cycle, but now like you've gained some clarity here as to, the energy that this person had. This could be quite a spiritual person that you were dealing with, and maybe at the time, like, it was all feeling a little aloof, like, oh, no, this is actually just been what's happened to me. Don't try and, romanticize it or whatever here. And so there's been this ending and this moving on. But yeah, I feel like you're wanting to come towards this person now. You could be really feeling like, well, I want to do this with you, actually. When I was around you, it was spontaneous and it took me away from, feelings that you've previously been feeling. Because I feel like at this time, like you could have really heavily been going through something that just had you really not emotionally investing in this initially. What's caused this change of heart for you? Queen of Cups and the Hermit. You've had time to gain the perspective that you need. You've really looked inside yourself to see, how this person makes you feel. And this person makes you feel all the feels here. This person's really had you open up your eyes a little bit to, the potential of healthy love. And it's like the more you're going deeper within yourself and learning about yourself, the more now this state of reflection is like having you really see the parts that you've played in different areas and gaining so much compassion and empathy for yourself. I want to say yourself here too, to be like, well, I didn't see it at the time, but that's because I wasn't in a position to be able to. I don't know. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. And what is this hermit here for a bit of more clarification? Yeah. It's just really re-invoked this like need to express. Like even if it's like I just want to tell them what they meant to me in that time. Like I can, I can really see what they were getting at now. Yeah, and it's like you're gaining this because you're having downtime. You're actually like giving yourself the time to process your emotions. Love song has just come on, Amiel. You know, you don't want this to just be, something that just passes over. So what's the advice here? Tower, Hierophant in the reverse. It's like someone's belief systems need to open up here. Blow apart. Like there needs to be a rebuilding in the way that you do things. What is this Hierophant in the reverse? This could be a Taurus potentially that you're dealing with, or it's like that need to have one up or to try and justify maybe here. Yeah, you could have really been in a space of like, oh, well, I couldn't do this for you at this time because this, and this, and this. And it's like, meanwhile, like, well, what was going on for your person, Cancer? What was going on for them at the time when, they were being everything for you and you were kind of overlooking them? I think it's also remembering here that all that you're learning, all that you're going through, this person's already done that and they've been there, and yet they had so much patience and holding space for you at a time. So it's like, don't let that need to feel like you have to justify yourself. Just hold accountability. Accountability. It's a wonderful thing. Yeah, and this will defuse the chaos. Closing message here for Cancer. Got the Death in the reverse here. It's like there is a real need to change here. Oh, but also to not try and, force things. We're not wanting that either. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. But it's like when you are able to take accountability, such as like, I couldn't see what I was doing at the time because I was so heavily in it. And I was avoiding looking at parts of myself I didn't want to see. Maybe this person expressed things to you or addressed things with you that you were adamant to be like, no, because that's maybe not the place that you were meaning to come from. However, this is what this person was experiencing. And at the end of the day, we don't get to decide how we make someone else feel or how someone else makes that. Other people don't get to decide how they make us feel. So it's accountability is needed here. And I feel like when you have this realization here, this is when, this new opportunity has come to mind. Like, I want to try again. Yeah, I want to move out of like where we've been, because I'm moving out of that shitty dark place I was in when we first, connected. And I want us to be here. All right. What are we going to get? Closing oracle from... Oh, come on, guys. Where is everything? It's underneath my laptop. So maybe that's a sign too. Let's just wrap this up. If it resonated, Cancer, if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to further connect with me. I do very much appreciate it, and I appreciate your ongoing support. I love yous, and I will see you in the next one.